Guys, welcome to the channel. Today it is Friday. That means we get another Global Lab update, and this one is a big one, so I figured I would do a recording and give you guys the rundown about what to expect in the future. And we're gonna dive into this one here. There's a lot of changes for Lifeskill. The Lifeskill rework continues. Let's dive into it, man. Guys, welcome. Today's Global Lab is a lot of great stuff. There's a few things about the classes and general changes, and we'll go through those first. The big changes here for this Global Lab is the Lifeskill update. So we're saving that for last, and just going through all the other like minor changes, and then we're gonna do a deep dive into the Lifeskill stuff. So in this update, we got a massive Lifeskill update. We'll go through it. It is huge. It's this big implications. We're going through some of the math, and we're going to show expected profit increases from gathering and things like that. A lot of changes are happening. We're doing that last. There are some big changes to the guild missions, Lifeskill updates, and we got some new hunting furniture and areas and stuff like that, new monsters. AARK rewards are getting changed, and we got general changes and some class stuff. We're going to take them from AARK and gonna go through 4, 5, and 6, and then we're gonna jump back up to the top after it. The attraction reward is the dungeon, and the TLDR of this one here is they're changing how you receive your rewards and your quest in the old version, the Valmahika, the desert dungeon. Before currently you have to go and pick up a quest. You get these 2 items that you have to remember to pick up, otherwise you won't complete your quest and get your rewards. They're changing it, so it's going to be completely similar to the new Sykrakia, the underwater dungeon. So you can just do the boss, you need your acres and everything, and you can also now do it twice a week on different characters. So the reward system for completing it, the weekly reward, is going to work exactly like it does in Sykrakia. Great quality of life, there's no chance of messing up and forgetting to pick up the quest anymore. Still the same rewards and everything. On other changes, there is some slight changing in color, not really a big deal. There are some bug fixes for the winter region, which again doesn't affect us because we're just gonna get it fixed already. Cutscenes changes and things like that. In the user interface, this one is kind of interesting. Currently, if you have your acres run out, the following day when you get new acres, your acres is going to be instantly activated. What this one here allows you to do is now turn your acres on and off, even without having acres. So you won't accidentally wake up one morning, go out and kill some grass beetles, and your acres is gone for the day. A tooltip has been added to guide your chat input fields. No idea what that means. Here, whenever you're whispering somebody and you change character or server, currently you will have to re-whisper the target. But with this change, you can just click enter and you will still have your whispering target up. Great quality of life stuff here. They're also making it able to your skill preset, save your UI setup. Again, great quality of life stuff. System changes. Basically giving you some warnings whenever there's things you can't do, like put stuff into an overweight or full marketplace. If you're overweight, you just can't do it. Now it's going to give you a warning. Same with the worker, it's going to give you a warning when something doesn't work. Some bug fixes here, nothing crazy. There is one of those that are interesting here. This one, it means currently in Gyfen Razia Temple, the new one-man grind spot in Gyfen, the rework for 300 AP, there's like an assassin that can spawn, and when you kill him, you get flooded by mobs for the next 5 minutes, and it's a great effect to get. You get a lot more trash. It's good value. It's getting fixed or changed, so it's going to be on a 10-minute spawn. So that means it's going to spawn every 10 minutes. It's not a chance thing anymore. As long as you're killing mobs for 10 minutes consecutively, one of those deceptors are going to spawn, and you can kill it, and you can spawn those mobs. So it's going to be at a fixed spawn rate now instead of random. For the classes, basically, there is some bug fixes, there are some changes to smoothness on Tamer. There is a damage change here on Maver, increased PvP damage reduction on Stigma, and also with skill add-ons working properly. There's some improvement in smoothness on Ninja with the Shift Q. Same with Striker and Archer. and Guardian. Like, it's just a bunch of bug fixes. Nothing major. We're still waiting for the big fast change patch. Let's check out the Lifeskill stuff. This is where it gets really, really juiced. So again, I urge you guys to read through it all. You can also check out the VOD from today, the stream. We've been going through it all. We've been deep diving. We've been having discussions and talking about the things here and going over the math. You can check it all out in the VOD, link down below. Or you can check out this link here as well and just go and read it yourself. So I'm just going to give you guys a rough summary. What they're doing is they are changing how you gain mastery from life skills. So currently, you get 5 mastery per level in your life skills up to Guru 20. And after Guru 20, you get 10 mastery per levels up until Guru 50. Now that span of 30 levels giving 10 mastery per level is getting moved. So you will still end up with the same total mastery at Guru 50, but the block of twice value is getting moved further down. So with this update here, you'll be gaining 10 mastery per level from apprentice to artisan. And that means, and you'll see down below, from artisan 1, you will be having 150 more mastery at every level up to Guru 20. So if you're Guru 20 right now, you will just, like that, gain 150 mastery in your life skill. Now, after Guru 20, you're only going to gain 5 mastery. So you'll still have more mastery, most likely, unless you're really close to like the Guru 50, then it's going to be the same. But every level is now only going to give you 5. There is some interesting stuff here though. Although the overall upgrade has been made, I think that those who have achieved high mastery or higher may regret that their mastery after Guru 20 is halved. However, we are preparing to give more meaning to each life expert, so we ask your understanding. The TLDR is, this is round 1 of the mastery change. They're probably going to add more stuff, so the people at really high levels above Guru 20 won't feel as unfortunate that their level, that the mastery per level is only worth half of what it is right now. But for the most part, everyone is going to be better off. If you are Guru 50, you get no changes, but it's really, really nice. For me, at Guru 28 mastery, I'm Guru 28 gathering myself, and I think I'm going to gain, was it 110 mastery? So it's a really nice change overall. It makes it a lot easier getting good mastery right away, which will increase the amount of materials you get from gathering. But that is only one part. Basically, here you can see the different levels. This icon, this bracket here makes it easier to see. So the current total mastery you have at Apprentice 1 is 55 at the moment, after change to 60. But already at Skilled 1, you will be getting 55 more mastery. And as you can see here at Artisan 1, it's going up to 150. Now, after Artisan 1, you're only going to get 5 mastery per level, but so are you at the moment. So that means from Artisan 1 to Guru 20, you're going to maintain 150 mastery increase over your current level, right? Because then it just scales the same, and that 150 gain was already gained. And then after, as you can see here, after Guru, 150 increase, it goes down to become equal at Guru 50. Furthermore, they're increasing hoe gathering and also tree gathering. And this one's really interesting. We did some numbers, so I'm going to give you some numbers. When it comes to hoe gathering, you're going to be able to get 100% increased fruits. That means twice as many fruits. And I used my good friend BDO gathering calculator here. And I suggest you all go and follow him on Twitch. I'll link a link to his channel. And if you want to get your hands on this one right here, you type !GCalc in his stream, and you're going to get the link for this one. I will not be linking this. You got to go and hit that follow button into his stream. He put a lot of work into this. So if we go to where we're at here, Bear Wild Herbs. This right here is 900 mastery, and this right here is 2000 mastery. So if you're 900 mastery after the change, you are going to get double the amount of fruits. So gathering, this is a rough 1 hour try-harding. Expect less than this. But at 900 mastery, you can expect to see between 15 and 20 more of each fruit per hour gathered. And if you're 2000 mastery, you can expect between 40 and 50 more fruit per hour of every type. That's a pretty significant change. Next up here is the tree chopping. So that means using a lumbering axe, and you're gonna get logs and stuff like that for that. You get 60% increased kaffir stones and dust. With tree sap gathering, you only get a 30% increase. The reason for this is that the tree sap collection is used for other materials or other stuff like alchemy, so you can turn that into more money, whereas with the logging, it's not as profitable right now. So the current rate of these things is the same on live, but it will be different afterwards. To put this number into perspective, we went into Rework's calculator here, and we took a look at as forest gathering. So let's see here. When you go to as forest, you're going to be doing chopping. You're really there to get the tree essence, so you can use those to make spirit perfumes and things like that. But it is chopping, and when gathering at as forest, again, this is a try-hard hour, expect less. These are the numbers you can expect with 900 mastery. And that means in total, you should be getting around 20 more kaffirs an hour compared to now if you are 900 mastery. And if you are at 2000 mastery, which again will be easier to obtain with the mastery change, you can expect up to 45 kaffirs increase per hour. That's a lot of money. And that's not even taking into account the increased value of the different materials, which we'll get into here. The combined exchange upper limit of rough stone, meat, and blood items that can be obtained by gathering have been partially adjusted. So this here means that they're increasing the max price on bloods, logs, meats, all that stuff that are currently hundreds of thousands of bits right now on the marketplace. They're increasing the max price on those. So, well, not only will you get more kaffirs and materials, you can also sell the stuff for more. On top of that, the upper limit of the items, some items that you craft with those are also going to increase. So I'm expecting to see increases of alchemy and cooking utensils, max price go up. And that means you can take your logs from gathering and turn into utensils and sell for even more profit. On top of that, we should expect to see stuff like meat croquet and grilled sausage increase in max price. I'm expecting all the items for cooking and alchemy that are sitting at max price with tons of bits on it, I'm expecting those to increase in max price. Pretty damn good. Next up is hunting. Hunting is getting major buffs. This is actually going to be crazy. If you thought the gathering stuff was going to be wild, this here is going to potentially be game breaking. There's a lot of quality of life changes here. So first off, you can now crouch using Q instead of the spacebar. You can now gather while you are crouched. You don't have to stand up to gather. You can also reload while you are crouched and moving. And also your 100% BSR nuke, you don't have to lock anymore. You can use it by clicking the F key. Really, really good quality of life stuff. It's gonna make it way quicker and way more efficient to do hunting now. But that isn't all. There's some quest completion here where you can do some rolling stuff. Not really too fussed about that. However, this one here, when you're Guru 1 hunting, you will now get 1 more shot in your rifle. So you'll be able to have 4 shots loaded up on a reload if you're Guru 1 or above. That's a giant improvement in clear speed and hunting speed if you're Guru and above. On top of that, they've also changed the mastery. So currently, if you are high in mastery, you only get the high grade materials. What they're doing now is you can, in addition to that, meaning that you will just get more stuff, you can now also gain the different lower tier grades of materials on your hunting, despite being higher. So you're just gonna be getting a lot more of the lower tier stuff on top of everything else. Other than that, massive EXP increases. Featherwolf is not getting an EXP increase, but you can see some of these other stuff are getting like 3 times, 1.5 times, 20 times more EXP on build on Elephant. Furikas 8 times more EXP. Check those out. It's going to be a lot easier getting EXP, but Featherwolves is staying the same. Now, for the big one. This is where they might have gone overboard, or maybe it's going to be fine when we actually get to test it out and do it. But what they're doing is they're increasing the base rates on all the hunting. On top of that, a lot of the animals that didn't drop bloods or leather will now drop bloods and leather, and at the same rate. So let's take a look here at stuff like the Featherwolves. Let's take a look at Featherwolves. Featherwolves currently can drop 3 to 10 meat, 1 to 4 blood, and 1 to 4 leather. With this update, it will drop 3 to 6 of all 3. That's a massive increase. But that is not all. Let's go down and check some of the other ones here that I've heard great things about. We're going to take a look at the Ebon Wolf and the Jet Black. I believe these are the Odlidia hunting mobs. They are going from 2 to 3 meat, 1 to 3 blood and leather, to 8 to 12. And it drops all 3 at once. Yeah, you can get all 3 at once, I believe. So we are getting an increase in materials between 4 and 5 times. You're going to be getting 4 to 5 times more materials of every type from these Ebon Wolves in Odlidia. And same down here, you're going to go from 2 to 5, 1 to 3 bloods and leather, to 9 to 13. It is pretty crazy. Now, I don't do hunting at the moment, but it's going to be massive, 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 massive increases. I can't wait for people to post some numbers. I have heard some numbers, but I'm not going to let you guys know right now, because there might be something off with them and everything. I want to make sure that they're correct, but expect this here to be the new meta. We are talking crazy numbers of bloods and meats. If these numbers go through and they look to be in the speed that we're expecting, there's going to be no reason to do gathering for meats or bloods and everything. You're going to get more meats and blood on top of it by doing hunting compared to just gathering. It's pretty wild. Really excited about these things here. Check out the list of all the stuff. We get the boss increases as well, like pretty substantial increases on the bosses and all that. It's really looking like Featherwolves is not going to be the meta anymore. Right, let's jump in and check the other stuff added for hunting. There's going to be 30 more artisan and master stuffed heads. They're going to give you buffs 3, 4, and 5 hours. Here's the list. We don't know what they do yet. So that's all I got on you, for you on that one. To round it off with all the Lifeskill changes here, we are getting updated Lifeskill quest for Guild Quest. Really good stuff. The TLDR is, it's all the things you would be gathering. We're getting sheep gathering quest. We're getting deer gathering quest. We're getting wolf blood, fox blood, all that stuff. And then we're getting general ones like fairy powder, where you can get from everything. We're also getting cooking quest for the guild quest, where you can get up to 60 million to get 120 byproduct. Same with the alchemy ones. And I do want to point out, thankfully, the alchemy byproduct is significantly lower to get the same reward as the cooking, because you get significantly less. You don't have the 10 times proc on alchemy, so the hours you have to spend is going to be very equal between cooking and cooking and alchemy to complete the quest. That's a good one. I was really afraid they were going to mess that one up, but they actually nailed it on that one. That's going to be, again, check out the list. Lots of great stuff. Also general gathering for herbs, all the different types. On top of that, they're removing the horrible useless life skill quests, such as gathering weeds and more weeds and ore and opal and process, like all of those useless ones like palm trees. Removed, gone, you don't have to worry about that. Also the old quests, which were good, they're keeping, but they're increasing the value significantly. Right, and to round it off, they are adding new monsters and furniture, but this one here we'll have to wait on a bit. They are only coming with the new winter region. It's going to be a snow leopard, where you can get a chance of getting a full stuffed one. And it's going to be this cute thingy here that you can also kill, stuff, and mount in your house. I'll catch you in the next one. The pain inside, don't wanna feel it. So I pour up inside my cup and I just sip till I can't feel it. I know it won't solve my problem, but I know it makes a difference. One more sip and I'ma fix it. Out my body when I'm